football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UCLA's offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Reads it, fires complete. He breaks a tackle. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Dropping back, it's Oliver. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The throw to the outside is complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Nestles it in at the 35. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
It's so nice when you know it's 30 long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Culliver. A little screen to the running back. Turning it off! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. And they're able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Gets it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football.
Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He's got him. There he goes. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The offense is back on the field, ready. Great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. He leaves it with his back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to pass. It's Culliver. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Culliver. Firing to the right, complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's McNabb. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Gets it out quickly. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Cornhusker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Powers through the defender. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Under fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husker.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the option. Makes his man miss. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit to help out the O. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Culliver. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see. The 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll run it again. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Now the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it's incomplete on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. It'll be a draw. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and to the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Going to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. They'll try to pop the draw. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggression. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. A long way to go for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get a big win here and start the season on a